My name is Srikar Pasumarthy and I am Power Systems Engineer in ETAP Optimization and AI Group. I am going to introduce ETAP Electric AI Copilot, our new AI-driven assistant designed to support and empower power systems engineers. Throughout this session, we'll walk through how large language models and intelligent automation are transforming engineering workflows, simplifying complex tasks and enabling faster, more accurate decision making. Let's get started. Here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering in this presentation. We'll begin with a high-level look of AI and machine learning and how large language models and agentic AI are reshaping the engineering workflows. Next, we'll decide the motivation behind LLM-based intelligence into ETAP, specifically how it reduces complexity, accelerating engineering tasks, and enhances decision making. After that, we'll introduce the ETAP Electric AI Copilot, explaining what it is, how it works, why it represents a major step forward for engineers. We'll then walk through several practical use cases to show exactly how Copilot can run studies, analyze results, generate reports, extract engineering data, and more. Finally, we'll wrap with a conclusion summarizing how this transformation empowers engineers and elevate project efficiency. We are emphasizing a simple but important message. AI is no longer theoretical or optional. It's real, it's essential, and it's already transforming engineering workflows. AI is no longer a luxury or a futuristic concept. Today, it has become a practical, everyday tool that significantly improves productivity, accuracy, and decision making. At ETAP, AI is not just an add-on feature. It's deeply embedded into the platform, supporting engineers behind the scenes through intelligent analysis, automation, and contextual understanding. The goal to enhance engineering capability, not replace it, by giving engineers faster insights, reduce manual effort, and more confidence in complex evaluations. This foundation is what led us to develop the ETAP AI Electric Copilot, which takes full advantage of latest advancements in AI and LLMs. Now, let's take a closer look at ETAP Electric AI Copilot. This copilot serves as an additional intelligence layer on top of existing electrical system models in ETAP. It essentially acts as a bridge between engineers and complex power system operations. Instead of requiring users to navigate detailed engineering interfaces or rely on deep scripting knowledge, the copilot communicates in natural language and runs the existing ETAP engines behind the scenes to provide accurate, engineering-grade outputs. This makes the tool extremely easy to use while still maintaining scientific rigor. Let's explore the breadth of capabilities offered by the ETAP Electric AI Copilot. The key idea is that engineers no longer need to rely on complex coding language like Python, C++, or C#. Instead, Copilot enables users to perform engineering tasks using simple natural language prompt. Engineers can run studies such as load flow, short circuit, harmonic analysis, and feeder hosting capacity analysis simply by describing what they want to achieve. The Copilot processes this instruction, runs the appropriate ETAP engine, and returns the result. Beyond running studies, the Copilot can analyze results, perform what-if evaluations, generating reports, and even extract engineering data automatically from nameplate image, datasheet, and graph. It essentially acts as an intelligent assistant capable of performing both analysis and documentation tasks. It also supports multilingual prompts, meaning engineers can interact with the system in their native languages, whether that's Spanish, Japanese, or any other. On top of that, the Copilot can create, modify, validate, and even auto-test ETAP project. It plays a major role not only in analysis, but also in project automation and control room operations. As you can see, AI touches every corner of ETAP, making engineering work faster, smarter, and significantly more efficient. ETAP Electric AI Copilot is fully integrated into ETAP workspace. For example, side by side with active one-line diagram in ETAP and Copilot panel, where engineers can interact with system using natural language. At the top right, you can see a Copilot icon in the ribbon. This is entry point for launching AI assistants directly inside ETAP. Below that, the Copilot chat window is displayed. This panel allows engineers to type questions such as what is low voltage in the model, or explain this short circuit result. The Copilot processes the questions and returns engineering grade answers instantly. The ETAP Copilot settings window is where AI language model can be selected and configured. For example, choosing the OpenAI model and entering the API key. This flexibility allows organizations to use approved models while maintaining secure access. At the bottom of the chat panel, you will notice prompt area labeled Ask Your Own Question. This is where the true power of the Copilot becomes apparent. Engineers can simply describe what they want, whether it's a running steady, modifying a component, check violations, or requesting a summary, and the system immediately executes the appropriate ETAP function. The key takeaway is that the Copilot is not an external tool. It is embedded directly into ETAP environment, providing immediate context-aware assistance based on the active one-line diagram, the selected elements, and the engineer's ongoing workflow. This dramatically reduces search time, manual navigation, and repetitive tasks, allowing engineers to focus on decision making instead of manual search, command sequence, and filter interactions. Let's take a look at how ETAP Electric AI Copilot can run an unbalanced load flow study just with a simple prompt. Normally, performing an unbalanced load flow requires multiple steps and manual configuration. With Copilot, just provide your instruction. For example, run unbalanced load flow study. The Copilot instantly analyzes the network, calculates voltages, currents, and power flows for each phase, generates the results automatically. All the phase-specific data is ready for review and further analysis, saving time and reducing errors. This makes load flow studies fast, intuitive, and effortlessly, letting you focus on interpreting results rather than setting up calculations. When performing a power system study, the first step is to check for abnormalities in the system. Here, we have completed an unbalanced load flow study on the network. To identify potential issues, we can ask the ETAP Electric AI Copilot to display all the alerts related to the buses in the study. The Copilot processes the request and retrieves the relevant results instantly. It highlights key alerts that may need attention, helping engineers to focus on most critical areas without manually going through the data. This AI-assisted approach streamlines the analysis, make it faster and easier to detect and resolve system concerns, ultimately improving efficiency and accuracy in power system studies. Can ETAP Electric AI Copilot run short circuit studies? Let's see how it handles an IEC device duty unbalanced short circuit study. The study is completed successfully. The IEC device duty module processes the system and provides all the necessary results automatically. All live parameters in the system are displayed, including the presentation name, the configuration, steady case, revision, steady type, output, and report path. This gives engineers full visibility into steady and easy access to the results. This demonstrates how Copilot streamlines short-circuit analysis, automating complex calculations, while keeping all critical information readily available for efficient and accurate decision making. If you prefer to use your own language working with ETAP Electric AI Copilot, that's fully possible. For example, let's provide the question, what is the maximum bus voltage? In Japanese as a language prompt query to Copilot. The load flow study has already been performed on the system. When the question is asked in a different language, Copilot responds in the same language. This feature outcomes language barriers, making the tool accessible to engineers worldwide. When the response is translated back to English, it provides the correct answer and it's accurate. This demonstrates how Copilot enables seamless multilingual interaction, ensuring clarity and precision in power system analysis, regardless of users' preferred language. Let's explore what happens if generator named Gen1 is removed from the system. When we ask ETAP Electric AI Copilot to accomplish this, it removes generator 1 and compares load flow results before and after removal. The response highlights the impact on various elements in the system, showing exactly how voltages, currents, and power flows are affected. In addition, Copilot provides a clear conclusion summarizing the overall impact, making it easy for engineers to understand the system changes. This demonstrates how Copilot can quickly analyze what-if scenarios and deliver insightful, actionable results. Let's look at the circuit breaker named CB25. ETAP Electric AI Copilot can analyze what happens if CB25 is closed. When asked, Copilot simulates the closure and compares the load flow results before and after the change. The response highlights the impact on various elements in the system, showing how voltages, currents, and power flows are affected. It also provides a clear conclusion summarizing the overall effect, helping engineers quickly understand the system changes. This demonstrates how Copilot makes what-if analysis easy, delivering actionable insights with just a simple prompt. Sometimes, we want to see the effect of changing an element property without actually modifying the project. ETAP Electric AI Copilot offers a feature that handles this perfectly. For example, we can ask Copilot what happens if kVA rating of load 11 changes to 2000 kVA. Copilot temporarily updates the property, performs the necessary calculations, and then reverts it back to element original value. It also generates a response highlighting any abnormalities that would occur if this change were applied. This allows engineers to explore what-if scenarios safely and efficiently, gaining valuable insights without affecting the actual system model. Evaluating the consequences of a change isn't limited to just a single element. ETAP Electric AI Copilot can observe the effect of property changes across all the elements of a type. For example, we can ask Copilot what happens if kVA rating of all static loads changes to 2000 kVA. Copilot temporarily updates the property for all static load elements, perform the calculations, and then reverts them back to their original values. It also generates a response highlighting any abnormalities that would occur if this change were applied. This makes it easy to explore system-wide what-if scenarios efficiently, providing engineers with valuable insights without affecting the actual model. Let's take a look at how you can use ETAP Electric AI Copilot to add, delete, or modify element properties directly in the ETAP one-line diagram. For instance, you can ask Copilot to add synchronous generator named Gen1 to bus 3. Copilot creates the generator and places it at the specified bus automatically. Adding a generator alone is not enough. It also needs a rating to operate properly. For example, you can ask Copilot to set megawatt rating of generator to 2000 kilowatt. Since ETAP requires values in kilowatt, Copilot automatically converts the update generator with 2 megawatt rating. This process doesn't stop at pointing of adding or modifying elements. Copilot can also delete elements from the one-line diagram. By simply asking it to delete Gen 1, Copilot removes the generator entirely from the system. This demonstrates how Copilot can fully manage elements in ETAP, adding, configuring, and deleting them without manual intervention. Engineers can now make system changes efficiently, explore different scenarios, and maintain full control on the one-line diagram with simple prompts. With this capability, ETAP Electric AI Copilot streamlines the modeling process, reduces human error, and allows faster testing and analysis, making power system design and operation more intuitive and productive. Changing properties of all elements of a specified type can be tedious and time-consuming. ETAP Electric AI Copilot offers a feature that simplifies this task, helping engineers complete their work faster. For example, if we want to open the transmission line editor for all lines, the allowable current in the ampacity field is initially 0. To give these elements meaningful values, we can ask Copilot to set allowable current of all transmission lines to 100 amperes. Copilot updates the ampacity field for all lines in the base revision automatically, eliminating the need for manual editing. This feature allows engineers to efficiently apply changes across multiple elements, saving time and reducing the risk of errors while preparing the system for analysis. Scenarios in ETAP are powerful tools for organizing and managing studies. ETAP Electric AI Copilot can create scenarios quickly and easily. For example, there isn't initially a scenario named Scenario ULF in Scenario Wizard. By asking Copilot to create a scenario named Scenario ULF for an unbalanced load flow study, it automatically generates the scenario. The newly created scenario then be verified directly in Scenario Wizard. This demonstrates how Copilot simplifies the scenario management, making it faster and easier to set up and organize studies in ETAP. Reports are essential in engineering to present steady results and serve as references for analysis and decision making. ETAP Electric AI Copilot can generate customized reports quickly and efficiently. For example, after performing a load flow study, we can ask Copilot to generate a PDF report showing critical and marginal alerts. Copilot processes the request, compiles the alerts, and provides a link to generate PDF. It even opens a browser window with report, giving engineers immediate access to results. This feature streamlines reporting, making it fast and easy to recreate clear, actionable documentation from your ETAP studies. Another major capability of ETAP Electric AI Copilot is its ability to query the ETAP knowledge base using natural language. Instead of searching through help files, menu, or documentation manually, engineers can simply ask the Copilot a question. The Copilot can pull information from ETAP help files, documentation, study descriptions, and version information. This is extremely useful for engineers who may be new to ETAP or exploring unfamiliar modules. For example, you can ask questions such as, how does ETAP run a harmonic load flow? What is the difference between IEC and ANSI short circuit methods? Explain how transformer modeling works in ETAP. Where can I find details about real-time features? The tool can even answer general engineering questions outside the immediate scope of ETAP, functioning similarly to a technical assistant in the background. The key message is that engineers no longer need to switch context or stop their workflow to look up information. The Copilot becomes an instantly accessible source of knowledge, delivering explanations, guidelines, and references right inside the ETAP environment. As we wrap up, let's summarize what we covered in this presentation. First, the Copilot supports every stage of engineering workflow from building a model to operating the system. It provides a smarter, more efficient way to develop projects, reduce manual effort that traditionally slows engineers down. Second, it introduces an intelligent way of analyzing results instead of manually digging through reports or rerunning studies. Engineers can simply ask Copilot to explain findings, identify abnormalities, or explore what-if scenarios instantly. Copilot also enables customized reporting, letting engineers generate focus reports without navigating multiple menus or templates. Another major advantage is its multilingual capability. Engineers can interact naturally in any language, making advanced power system analysis more accessible across global teams. Finally, Copilot streamlines repetitive and time-consuming actions in ETAP. Tasks that once required deeper knowledge or many clicks in software can now be completed through a single prompt. The ETAP Electric AI Copilot represents a significant step forward in engineering productivity, accuracy, and usability, empowering engineers to work faster, smarter, and with more confidence. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us.